Whew. How cold is too cold when it comes to working your horses in the winter? That's something that quite a few people have been asking me lately, as it's winter and it's cold, and I've been out working a bunch of horses. Just finished up today. It's a warm day today. It's gone up to a whole 25 degrees with the real feel, weatherman says real feel, of about 15. And this is the warmest that it's been in the last few days. We've had numbers in the low double digits, as much as like 12, 15 degrees for the last couple days. So glad to have it warming up, but folks have been asking, what is too cold to work your horses in the winter? Is there such a thing as too cold? And I think it depends a lot on what you're doing. What's your focus? You know, I've had some horses that we've focused on the ground in our sessions, mostly even walking with some of them for relaxing and learning to soften their jaw, feel to the bridle, that sort of thing. So you can get a lot of work done in the winter, even just at the walk. Now, I've also had some horses that need work more on canter, even some lateral work, things like that. Those are horses that were working a little bit tougher, and they're even coming into, you know, sweating a little bit in the cold. To me, the big thing to focus on is warming up properly, cooling down properly, and if the horse is sweaty, making sure you get them dry before we turn them out. Our horses go out in the winter in the cold, so it's important that they're cool and dry before that happens. I'm pretty lucky to have an indoor arena here to work in that keeps me out of the wind, but, you know, we've still got some young horses here that we're trying to get out of the arena, out around the property a little bit, ponying them out with some of the other horses and doing some light hacks around the property. So long as we're all dressed warm, that's still a safe thing to do in the winter. I really don't think there is such a thing as too cold to work your horse, so long as you're smart and you're working within those boundaries. Again, making sure, take your time to warm them up. The colder weather, it definitely takes them a little bit longer to warm their muscles up and get relaxed into the working routine. As well, it takes them a little bit longer to cool out. So be very careful with that. And I don't think you can go wrong working your horses in the winter. I see a lot of people like myself that want to get out of working their horses in the cold. I'll admit, I'm a princess when it comes to the cold weather. I hate being out in the cold. I would go with 100 degrees any day over, 10, 20, 30 degrees or colder. As a rider, I've got to dress appropriately. I've got to be prepared for that sort of thing. A great tip for you, change your socks often when you're riding in the cold. If you're working with multiple horses like I am, change your socks frequently. You'd be surprised at how much that'll help you to stay warm. But just be smart, be smart. Don't work them too hard. Don't work them too fast. Don't put them up if they're not cooled down. Don't put them out if they're not dry. Go ahead and get to work. Don't use the excuse, it's winter, I can't reach my goals. That's a load of garbage. There's always things that you can do with your horses, even when the weather is terribly cold. Horses are, they're perfectly content and happy in the cold. Again, I'm not saying work them hard, get them sweaty, and turn them out that way. But they're perfectly happy existing in the cold. If they can be outside in the field walking around, well, then we can find a way to work with them, that we can get something positive done so that we're working towards our goals. So I hope you're having fun this winter. I hope you're working your way towards your horsemanship goals. And I look forward to seeing you guys at a clinic sometime this year. Thanks so much.